School Stars of the Week. I'm Nick Marcone here with Steve Taylor, Tom Cole, and Terry Crosby. This will be our last show of the season. It's a very special show because we got our overall 3 winners. Guys, take it away.
Hey everybody, it's Steve Taylor, and like Nick said, this is an exciting show. It's the last show of the year, but we've got some special guests in studio today. We are starting off with Dido, Cerdito of Toledo. He's got a lot of nicknames, and we got Coach Lewis over there from Start, and these guys know what's going on. Back-to-back champs, right?
Yes, sir.
But man, we are talking about Dido today because Dido is one of our high school stars of the year. Right. And this guy has done all sorts of phenomenal things. We're going to let Tom and Terry talk a little bit more, but man, you want to talk about an impressive young man. We were talking off air just even about all the credits he's got. He's going into college already and the things he's doing with football. But Tom, tell us a little bit more about Dido.
Yeah, will do, boss. Certainly an honor. And also, Dido, you've got another nickname, right? The bowling ball. Is there another one beyond that, or you got anything else you're working on? Or?
I think I'm good with the nickname.
All right, so yeah, we're staying
Coach
with
is
2.
shaking his head. You got another one for him?
You know what? It's all about the way he plays the game. And honestly, he gets nicknames because of all the things he represents.
All right.
Yeah,
I like it.
That's nice.
You know, that's interesting, Coach, because I was looking up some things on Dido, as I know Cross did, and that's what the people were saying. They were saying that that's where the bowling ball thing came from, as you know. And he just rolls over people, and you can't stop him. I mean, he's pin busters. He's coming in, and he's going to get people, and you can't stop him. So he's got that quick energy, and you can't block him. So, but to Boss's point, 4.17 a cum, already taking was it 30 some hours, Dido, at Siena?
26, but 4 of them didn't transfer.
All right, so 26. Who's counting? And the one thing, Dido, I think that Steve's going to back me up, and especially Cross and I. We just want you to work a little harder academically, we feel like. And this isn't a criticism. This isn't a criticism. We want you to push a little bit. And so what are the college grades right now? What is it?
Always.
Okay, all right. Well, try to push a little bit harder and
Try and get A+.
see if we can make that happen. So you've done it in the classroom. Coach Lewis, back-to-back City League championships in football with your teammates and with Dido. And I know you, Coach Lewis, very well. You're someone that believes in academics and athletics, and kind of like Steve does, and Cross, be a good person on top of that. And if you combine all of those 3 things, you're going to be extremely successful, as you will be, Dido, at Siena.
Sir, thank you.
And one thing I want to exploit the fact is when I met you for the very first time today, I was really, really shocked and I thought to myself, and I think I said it to you, I'm glad I didn't play in your time, okay? Because I used to play high school football too. So I'm glad I didn't have to face you. I really, really do. But congratulations. You've been an excellent leader over at Start. I've watched you. Coach Lewis, I've known you for several years now, and I remember you asked me to go and speak to your football players. And you really impressed me when you said, when I spoke to you still remembered some of the things that we spoke about. So congratulations on a great career, young man.
Share with everybody what it was that Terry Crosby talked about when he was out there. What did he say to you that you remember?
When you want to sign in front of thousands, you got to work it hard in front of nobody.
Yeah,
That's good advice. Good advice for sure.
That's right. I remember
So,
What the funny thing is, I never had a signing day. I sit there, I take that, and I still hold it on myself because, a lot of these kids, they go to college and they have that signing day. And it's like I have my first chip on my shoulder is the fact I'm short, but the second one is I didn't get to sign in front of people. Yeah. And it's like I'm over here getting my get back, I'm getting my licks, that kind of deal.
You're going to do great.
That's good. So you got motivation, right?
Yeah.
That's great.
Plenty
That's
of
great.
it.
Talk about something that maybe stands out from your high school days, playing football and even just, going to school. You obviously, excelled in the academic side thing also. But talk about what, something that really stands out, a good, proud moment that you have.
A really proud moment that I would have is, for example, the weight game. I remember going up into that weight game. I remember they were talking trash. They were coming in and we just stomped on their necks, 34-15. Nice. I remember, and it's like, I'm like, I am not like someone that likes to talk trash, and I'm the one that kind of likes to work in silence, And it's like it's always been that way. I like to stomp on people's neck when I get to it.
There you go. So you had your day, right?
Yeah.
Coach over there is shaking his head.
Dido, I'm with Cross. I played a little bit in high school.
Yeah.
I don't want to play
Oh,
against you.
no, never.
Coach Lewis, what was it like to coach Dido? What would you give us some of the the things about Dido that really impressed you?
Well, he came at the perfect time. When I got my first year as head coach, it was right at the beginning of the pandemic, and it was all about bringing people together. And the greatest memory I had with Dido was having that ability to have a connection with our players, and it requires good leadership. You know, I could do all the things to tell players what to do, but it's your leaders that drive the football team. And his selflessness to work with others, and we talk about, you know, being that impact, being the bowling ball. Well, that bowling ball leaves an impact,
Right.
and it stays there. And his work ethic represented not just for himself, but resonated with others. So he was a leader in itself as far as the way he was able to connect with others. And I needed that as a head coach in my first year, trying to develop leadership among the team. So very proud of Dido, and it's a testament to his family. And it's all embedded in his family values. And that's one of the things I'm trying to bring to the program is that family structure, and it requires good leaders that are willing to step up and really get others to follow.
Steve, I'm sorry, Cross. Steve, you'll like this. Coach Lewis is, again, it's interesting to me, is so much like you in that cares so much about the people that play for him and coach for him, just like you do with Taylor.
Sure.
And that there's a residual effect to that. I don't care what anybody says.
Yes.
When the players know that the coach cares, what's the aphorism of they don't care what you know until they know that you care,
much you care.
and you two function the same way, and it brings great results.
Absolutely. You know, we try to install trust, and again, another good memory with Dido was our discussion about trust, having character, having connection, and being competent. We call it the 3 C's. And we had a really good discussion about that over the summer before the season started, and it's about the framework. And he was able to buy into that and really build the framework through his actions. You know, everyone has stuff to say, but it's about the repetition that you have over a day-to-day that stays with you, and you can tell it's in him. And everything that he does is regimented, it's built into him, and others are able to follow, and that's gonna be probably the most lasting memory I'm gonna have with him is the impact he had on others, even almost 2 years, you know, down the road, it's still gonna be there.
That's great.
There's one thing I wanted to ask you, Coach Lewis. I mean, obviously you did 2 back-to-back City League championships, which is not easy. We all know that. But one thing, and I don't want you to go too deep really, but what do you think the key was to winning both of those back-to-back championships?
You know what? It's about every year is different, so you can't carry the next championship with you, but it's about consistency. So, you know, when you bring a team together, before you could do the X's and O's and all the other good things, the kids gotta like each other, they gotta trust each other. And we didn't really become a team until really week 4. In both seasons, week 4 and 5, we started to see some of the changes. And then once you put it together and you develop that identity, you know, we had that confidence that really took us into those games. And there was times where I felt that other team had a better opportunity to win the football game, but if you stay consistent and deliver the punch consistently, you're gonna hit where you need to.
So you guys are kind of like a family in a sense, and that's one thing I just love about working here at Taylor Automotive Family, because that is what we are, a family, and it just gives you that feel-good factor. It really, really does.
Absolutely.
So, congratulations.
So tell us about the next chapter for you, Dido. I know you're already enrolled in college, but talk about your plans after school.
Well, my plans after school, starting off, you know, would be definitely getting that bachelor's. Obviously, you know, getting the business management bachelor. And now I want to get a master's degree because from my understanding, it's the only way to really get competitive in the job market. And what I'm looking at is, you know, I can branch off into a CPA, a CFA, an MPA, an MBA, or even an MPA. You know, something in those areas, because what I believe is business is a very general practice.
Sure.
It's almost like a mindset and a framework. Like, for example, you know, if you take the entrepreneurial mindset, which is risk taking, which is, you know, knowing how to interact with people, and what I see is, you know, I believe building in the mindset and the quality of a businessman first, and getting that bachelor's degree, and then being able to expound upon that, you know, when I go and get my master's.
You're sitting next to the master right here.
Well,
So-
if you're looking for a job, you know, I think, you know, if the Sienna thing doesn't work out, we're even looking, you know, come on board, man. Let's get together.
Failure's not an option for me.
All right. We'll wait till after then.
I love it.
Yeah, this guy knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we could sit up here and talk all day, but we have a live studio audience here. We've got our other stars that we're going to bring on next, because we are recognizing the male star of the year as well as the female stars of the year.
Right.
We've got 2, so you got to stay tuned, because you got to check out the Battling Bender Sisters coming up next. But we want to give another big shout out to Dido. This has been great having you in studio. Your dad's here, your coach is here. Congratulations on all your hard work. You know, it's paying off for you. You're going to achieve great things going forward. So thank you for taking the time to come in. Thanks and
Thank you.
congratulations on being a Star of the Year, man.
Cerdito from Toledo.
Remember the name,
Cerdito from Toledo.
That's right, that's right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Stay tuned though, because we're going to have another episode right after this. Hey everybody, it's Steve Taylor. I'm here with Tom Cole and Terry Crosby. We are back for our second edition of Steve Taylor's High School Star of the Year, and we have got the Battling Bender sisters here with us. We've got Brooke and Elise from Anthony Wayne High School, and we've got a lot of stories to tell, right? They've been stars on our show in the past.
Yep.
You've heard their name. Tom, you gave them the nickname.
Battling Bender sisters, you gotta like that. I mean, there's just something about it. You have to like that. You know, it's an honor that their mom is here, Jennifer and Jamie, and their assistant coach, and some of the other players, and I think on the lower teams also. So that's wonderful support. It speaks volumes about the kind of program you have at Anthony Wayne, that they want to come out and support you. But here, you know, here's the thing I want to ask you, and I got to play a little bit in college, and my brother did also, but we never played together. And after we both were finished with college, we played together on Fed teams. And I'll tell you, it was maybe the best athletic experience I ever had, because, you know, I knew where he was going to be on the court. I knew what kind of pass he liked to get. And if somebody was, you know, roughing him up underneath the boards and stuff, you know, we had each other's back. What I want to ask is, Elise and Brooke, was there some of that feeling when you play together that you know where each other are in the court? You kind of had that feeling of looking out for one another? Anything of like that nature?
Yeah, like we always have each other's backs, and we know what our same moves are, and we always have each other's backs. So I feel like that also helps because we're sisters.
Brooke?
I mean, yeah, I always know what she's gonna do, and I always can feed off what she does, so it works out really well.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Cool, good stuff. Terry, you played a little bit of basketball.
Just a little bit.
I say it every time. You know, undoubtedly the best two-sport athlete ever to come out of the city of Toledo.
Yep.
High school football,
It's true. It's
basketball star out of DeVilbiss. But if you don't know, just ask him, he'll tell you. So if you guys haven't got the pleasure of hearing these little stories from Terry Crosby, he'll tell you before you leave. But Terry, obviously, you know, you did a great job in college. You got
Yes.
drafted in the NBA, then you had 13 years overseas. So you know a little bit about basketball.
I do.
And we've talked about, you know, both of these sisters on our
Yeah.
show. They're special.
Oh my God, they're just unbelievable. You know, they're one of our favorites, really.
Yeah.
I mean, really, if we could kind of speak about the Battling Bender sisters.
Well, it's the nickname helps, right? I mean, come on, the nickname helps.
You know, we probably would, because they have outstanding games all the way throughout the season. And I'm just so very, very proud of both of your performances. What I want to know, though, off the court, in the summer times or whatever, when you're doing one-on-one, who wins? That's what I want to know. Because that's the competitive side of
Well,
it.
you're getting right into it early on. This could go sideways quick. You know, nothing like putting the sisters together
Right.
on, you know, on camera.
Well, what Terry's getting at, you know, do you get mad at each other? Say you're playing in the driveway or whatever, and, you know, one beats the other. Or do you let it go and it's no big deal?
Well, I feel like it's pretty even most of the time.
Okay.
but,
Yeah, that's nice.
We
We
do
should-
get competitive.
We
with
should
it.
ask Mom and maybe talk about dinner. What happens at dinner? You know, maybe there's silence, they're not talking to each other?
Not really. We don't. I mean, we're competitive with it, but we don't really get mad at each other when we play.
That's good.
Okay, and the reason I asked the question, I used to go through things like that similar when I was your age, playing one-on-one, and I just crushed whoever I played, you know. It's just simple as that. I had no mercy. I had no mercy whatsoever. So that's why I wanted to know.
And we need to look at too, you know, and again, many of people that support the basketball program are kindly here today, and you know, to do something. We talked about it off air. To do something that's never been done before in the history of the school. I mean, we've been around a while, and I'll tell you, as you go through the years and you look back, it's going to mean a lot to you. I know you have other bigger things on the horizon, but to get to a Final Four, I'm telling you, it'll grow bigger and bigger and bigger, and we'll be talking about it 25 years from now. But what I want to take you to is, Elise, that shot against Napoleon, who was the state champion the year before. Is that right? So pretty good program, right?
Yeah.
And you get the ball. To me, it was like right near half court, and it wasn't a throw though. I mean, you shot it. It wasn't just I'm throwing it. You shot it. What were you thinking? I mean, was it just a reaction, or what were you thinking when you let it go?
Like right before the shot, I was very confident going into it, but all I had to do was turn around, catch the ball, and basically throw it up there. But I couldn't have done it without my teammates.
Yeah, and
She made it sound easy.
Yeah, she made it
I
sound
saw the
easy.
shot. That wasn't an easy shot.
No, it wasn't.
No.
And then right afterward, what was the exhilaration? I mean, it had to be like stunning almost for you.
I was one surprised, but it's very exciting with everyone rushed on the court and everyone's support.
Yeah, that's so cool. And I know, Brooke, you were proud of your sister on that, right? Where were you on the court when that went up, Brooke?
Me and a few other girls set a screen for her, and she came around.
So she could get the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, how cool is that? So you own part of that shot.
You have to claim it.
You know, I will say when I watched it on film when it came out, because I mean it was everywhere. Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
ESPN, it was on
had it,
ESPN,
it was one of the top plays.
BCSN, everywhere.
But you couldn't have got that shot off if you didn't get the screen. Right?
Right,
I mean, you
right.
saw it and it was there and it happened. You guys worked it perfectly and
Yeah.
the ball went in. I mean, it was unbelievable. So let's talk about your high school career so far and maybe something besides the shot that has stood out to you. And you know, we all played sports, and I know a lot of with Tom and Terry and we talk about teammates. You know, but one of the things too we do is talk about our coaches and the impact coaches really have on players. Is there a moment that you have so far that you know has stood out with your coach or maybe your teammates?
Just how much they believe in us. I mean, in the beginning of the year, we were doing okay, but we weren't nearly as good as we were at the end. And I think that was mostly because of coaching and how much we believe in each other and all the sport. So.
That's great. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and I feel that the coaches really helped us me and Brooke step up as freshmen on varsity and really feel like we belong.
Yeah, that's important. Like you said, Dido was talking about that too, right? Like you have to feel like you're part of that team and that you're out there fighting for each other. So good stuff.
And it's got to be, ladies, because, you know, talent is one thing. There's talent everywhere. So talent's one thing. Good coaching is essential, which you have obviously wonderful coaches and family support. But when the teammates care and like one another, it sounds corny. But when they do, Cross knows, Steve knows, when they care about you as a person, then that's a whole different vibe on the court. And is that the family kind of feel that you have at Anthony Wayne?
Yeah, I feel like the seniors really took us under their wings and really helped us fit in with everyone.
Brooke, for you?
Pretty much the same.
Good
Our
stuff.
seniors were really helpful.
Yeah.
You got to have senior leadership, right?
You do. That's
Every
important.
team has to
Yeah,
have that
it's-
leadership.
Yeah,
for sure.
and great coaching that we have two of their coaches here that did a terrific job. And proud to have you here.
And one thing I just want to point out about Anthony Wayne, just period, outside of sports, you guys really get involved in community work. You really do outside the curriculums and the things you do outside of the school. So I'm really, really proud that you guys get out in the community. That is absolutely good.
And Cross, can we give some props to the band? Oh, man.
Oh,
The
yes.
Anthony Wayne band is, you know, you go to the football games. Football team's great. Your facilities are wonderful. They're like a small college facility.
Yeah.
Basketball and football
Right.
is a small college facility. But the band, it's pretty cool. I mean, it really is, yes.
Great experience for sure. Well, we appreciate you guys taking time out, bringing in all your fellow teammates, fans, everybody to come out from Anthony Wayne to recognize you guys as the Star of the Year.
Yep.
So thank you for what you do. Like Terry said, not only on the court and in the classroom, but in the community. That's
Yep.
a big part of being
Yes.
a high school Star of the Week and of the Year, obviously. We have you know, anywhere from 2 to 4 stars every week that we go through, sort of narrow it down to just 2.5, right, with your sisters. So we narrowed it down to you guys. It's been special. It's been a great year. We're surprised how fast this year went by, but congratulations to both of you. Good luck in the future, and thanks for being on the show, and thanks for being a Star of the Year.
Congrats, ladies.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next year. It's coming up quick. We'll be back at it in August with high school football and all the other sports that come on. So have a great summer, and we'll see you in August. Take care.